Hey everyone, welcome to lineup review. I'm going to be going over the lineups used in cash games this week. Let's start off with the top lineup who scored 202 points. At QB, they went with Matt Ryan and paired him up with Austin Hooper, which ended up killing. Game flow ended up being the opposite of what most thought this game would turn out, as the Browns really took it to the Falcons, and they had to play from behind most of this game. Ryan ended up throwing 52 passes, and Hooper scored with minimal time remaining. Cleveland has been giving it up to tight ends in spots this year, and this was another one. Todd Gurley, there really isn't much to say here. I preferred Melvin Gordon, who was just a little cheaper, but they pretty much did the same. Gurley did what he always does. Aaron Jones was an excellent play, as he had his ceiling week, scoring over 30 points against the Dolphins. Miami gets shredded by the power run this year, and Mike McCarthy actually did the intelligent thing and ran Jones down their throat. It seems like Aaron Jones has finally been freed. Corey Davis, I had to say, was not on this week, as he would see Gilmore most of the game. But it didn't matter, and the Titans took care of business in this one. I think this game surprised everyone, as the Patriots just didn't show up. And Corey Davis was pretty cheap enough. And it ended up actually being a pretty good play. Another guy I was not a fan of for cash was Kenny G. He was held up most of this game, but the Lions stormed back against the Bears late and ended up making this somewhat of a close game. And Galladay ended up scoring a short touchdown. And Michael Thomas continued his hot streak, and it was a great matchup versus the Bengals. The Bengals allow the most receiving yards per game and sixth most points per game to opposing receivers. Bengals corners Jackson and Kirkpatrick have been getting killed this year, and this is something we can keep attacking every week. Dion Lewis was just the free square of the week. I think he was the highest owned player on the slate. Patriots can't guard quick shifty backs, and he was really cheap. Dion didn't really do anything special in this one. The Chiefs D was a good play versus the Cardinals. They had the lowest implied Vegas, one of the lowest implied Vegas totals of the week, and the Chiefs D has been playing better of late. The Cardinals offense is still abysmal and can be attacked. Alright, let's take a look at Empire Maker's lineup. Alright, he also went with Matt Ryan. We already discussed that, so we don't have to go over it again. Mike Davis was an excellent play with Chris Carson sitting. Watching him play, he passes the eye test for me, and he looks like a pretty solid running back. He wasn't having the best day, but he ended up catching a touchdown very late as Seattle tried to come back. Keenan Allen had a tremendous matchup against 77th ranked slot corner Leon Hall, the Raiders, and he was reasonably priced as well with his matchup against the Raiders. He has scored both times he's played them this year as well. Mo Harris was an easy plug-and-play this week, and his ownership reflected that. Tampa Bay gives up over 150 yards per game to slot receivers. With Jamison Crowder out, he was going to be the main guy. He's also had him going up against MJ Stewart, who is my favorite corner to target in the league. Jordan Reed also going up against Tampa Bay. They give up the most yards per game to the tight end at around 88 yards per game. He didn't smash or anything, but he didn't suck like usual. And Melvin Gordon was my favorite play of the week going against Oakland. He actually didn't do much at all in this game early, but he took a 66-yard screen to the house, and he chunked out some yardage late in the game as well. And the Rams at home ended up being a very chalky defense, and they didn't harm your lineup, and it was certainly better than the Jets. So let's look at Chipotle's lineup now, the last one. He started off with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Once again, he kind of disappointed, not living up to his expectations, fantasy-wise, that is. They chose to run Aaron Jones into the ground and not attack the Dolphins' pass D as often. Alvin Kamara was an interesting cash play, I thought. I was surprised to not see any of the big three backs in Gurley, Gordon, or Hunt in his lineup, but it ended up hitting as the Saints put up a 50-burger on the Bengals. We talked about the rest of the lineup already, so the last guy to hit on here is Trey Burton. I loved him going into the week. The Lions are 30th DVOA against the tight end this season, and he had a great price as well. Trubisky ended up scorching the earth, but Burton surprisingly wasn't a large part in that. Alright guys, I hope you had a good Sunday and enjoyed the review. See ya.